Okay, so this is my first attempt at actually cooking on the new range. Doing crepes again, of course. That's just, my grandbabies are coming over this morning and they want crepes, so that's what we do. So I'll update you on how it goes, but it looks like it's cooking very even. Very excited. So this crepe came off of the left-hand pan, which I used to have a very narrow brown spot. It cooked much more evenly on this small burner than I did on my previous range. So this so far is looking awesome. Anyway, beautiful even cooking, and it seems to be even more powerful than my previous range, which was more expensive. So this is very exciting. This LG is doing a nice job, and I do like the dials, just being able to set it that way. Yeah, so super happy with the way the crepes are cooking. I normally would run at 8 to 9, and I'm running around 7 on my dials right now. So it definitely seems to have more juice. Just finished cooking a pile, just a little pile for my grandbabies, about 10, with this new LG range, and I'm thrilled. I definitely like it better than my previous range, even though the previous range was a fancier brand. Well, anyway, the LG, the power is amazing. The timing on when it shuts off the burners is perfect. When I was doing regular transferring, like the previous video showed, it's like over 20 seconds. So you have a lot of time to swish your batter around or switch your pans around. And if it does shut off on you, you will always know because of that LED indicator light that's a nice, long strip in front of each burner. So you won't accidentally, bring your pan back from the sink, put it on the stove and think it's still on. If you don't see the big light, you know it's not running. So the indicator light is awesome. The timing of the shut off is great, and it definitely cooks more even than my previous range, meaning that the coils underneath the glass are bigger in diameter than on the Electrolux. I mean, it's an older Electrolux. It's probably almost 10 years old now, but the coils were just way smaller than what the top glass would indicate for your pan. And so I had these, fairly narrow heat spots in the center of the pans. So yeah, this is fantastic. And the dials are very simple. You just set them, you're not tapping the glass. And something, the Electrolux was a little bit of a pain. You kind of got used to it, but just how much pressure and how long you had to wait, especially if you were older, like I'm getting older. And well, anyways, a lot of people sometimes get frustrated with the touch on the glass, and these dials are just super simple. And some people might say, whoa, that's unsafe. Those dials are on the front where a kid can turn them on. Well, there's no gas, so they can turn them on and nobody's gonna die, or there's not gonna be gas in the house. And unless there's a pan on those burners, it can't get hot. And so there is no heat. Nothing actually happens unless a pan is in position. You can turn it on all you want, but unless it senses a steel pan, because if there's plastic sitting on top of it or a paper bag of groceries, it cannot turn on. It won't turn on. There's no steel, and it won't even turn on. It won't even try to turn on, and unless it senses the steel, it won't turn on. And then even if, imagine somebody put a paper plate bag on here that had a can of soup in it inside, and then somebody turned it on, it still can't get hot enough to start a fire. That can inside will start to heat up, but it doesn't get hot like regular. It's not this huge flame or this huge heated coil that now is trying to force the pan to get to temperature and then cook the food. Just the steel gets hot. So anyway, it's just a much safer method, and so super excited and super happy about it.